Going back to the NFL, a big topic of ours last week was Lamar versus Deshaun. It was a really close game. Came down to the wire, 41-7. Shout out my man Kenneth Sasser.
Wherever he
Uh,
is,
but
crawled in
yeah,
his hole.
Lamar kind of showed us again why he's leading the MVP race with Russell Wilson. Ravens looked unstoppable. Lamar had a couple crazy runs. Once again, nobody knows how he does it, but he finds a way to slip through the cracks against every freaking defense in the NFL, and it doesn't look like he's trying. I just don't get it. But just going into the Ravens, my question to Kian is, do you think the Ravens are favorites to win the Super Bowl?
I know the Patriots have run this league. And I know that last week I was arguing Deshaun over Lamar. But I don't think these things are mutually exclusive. I think I can think Deshaun is better than Lamar. And I can also think that the Ravens are currently right now as constructed the Super Bowl favorites. Look, Lamar Jackson, I agree, is a top 3 MVP candidate right now. He just beat Watson. He's been
two.
really good. Top 2, top 3, however you want to put it.
Who's 3?
A lot of McCaffrey. When you have McCaffrey on your fantasy, he's number 1 for you. But look, what a lot of people don't talk about the Ravens is that they're averaging 204 rushing yards per game. That's 54 more yards a game than the next closest team. Okay, so they're not just relying on Lamar Jackson to throw the ball. He's obviously the best running quarterback in the league, along with their crew of running backs. They have the best rushing attack in the league, and also as a defense, they're only giving up 19.6 points per game. So they have an MVP candidate at quarterback. They have the best running attack in the game, and they're only giving you 19.6 points a game. That's the formula right there to win a Super Bowl. And they are clearly the hottest team in this league right now. In the past month, they have beat the Seahawks, the Patriots, and the Texans. Oh, and by the way, they beat each of these teams by at least 14 and smacking the Texans last week. I think the Ravens right now are currently the Super Bowl favorites. They just beat the Patriots a month ago. I think by the end of the year it could change, but I think if you're talking about right now, if the playoffs started today, the favorites to win the Super Bowl should be the Baltimore Ravens.
Okay. You know, I guess I'm happy in the progress you've made with the Ravens, but I have to just kind of think with my brain and be reasonable here. My favorites definitely are the Patriots, but I'm not necessarily selling on the Ravens. I'm more like buying in the thing that's always been working. Every year, people ask me for my pick, and it's always the Patriots, but um, just a couple things, reasons why, I guess. Um, it's been shown that these running quarterbacks don't have as much success in the playoffs, and I don't know if this is like a matter of defenses kind of like locking up or like people saving coverages and defenses for the playoffs, but I do think they have a lot less success and they're forced to make throws. And not saying Lamar can't make throws, but he's going to be forced to make throws the whole game. And Bill Belichick will do everything in his power to make it uncomfortable on Lamar. I just think like when you're comparing like QB experience, Tom Brady is beating everyone. And like no offense to Lamar, but like I do know Nick Foles beat Tom Brady, whatever. But this is like bigger than it's way bigger than that. Like these guys are the best minds in the NFL, and that's why I pick them every single year. Like Belichick and Brady have the formula, and they've proven it year in and year out that they could go in and go to the Super Bowl every single year. I just feel like it's kind of
Okay, let me ask you a question.
almost hard not to pick the Patriots. You know, what do they lose? Their defense looks great. It's really hard just to like look.
Yeah, the Patriots are always the team to pick. Like if you want a surefire thing, pick the Patriots. But let me ask you. You said the Patriots will do all they can to make it uncomfortable for Lamar. Why didn't they do that when they played this year when Lamar completely dominated them.
Well, that is a regular season game, and with that footage, they can see exactly what happened. Belichick is this guy is a freak. Like, not
Agreed.
not
Agreed.
human. Like this guy will like not sleep
Right.
till he figures out how to stop Lamar Jackson. The Ravens are great. I just don't know if even the other players other than Lamar, like, are they ready for the playoffs? Like, do they have the same discipline that New England
Mhm.
has? That's just like a few questions like I have. Like I know that the wide receiving core looks great. Like it doesn't look that bad on like once you watch the Ravens, but on paper it's like not really that good. And
Right.
like the Ravens defense once again is pretty good. And I feel like if you stop that Lamar run and you like he has to make throws, like their offense isn't good enough just to be a passing offense. Like it has to be like
Run.
a
Yeah,
two-headed
yeah,
monster.
they lead the
Yeah.
league in rushing, like I said.
Yeah,
My
yeah. So
retort
you yeah.
my retort would be this. The Patriots historically, I feel like lose when they can't game plan for something. Or when there's something that's not you can't really see it coming. For example, they lost to Nick Foles in the Super Bowl. You don't have that much tape on Nick Foles. You can't really come up with a solid game plan. They lost to the Giants twice. Both times, Eli Manning played far better than he's ever really played in his career. And they had that helmet catch, so you just can't expect something like that to happen. So I feel like every time the Patriots lose, it's kind of something that they can't really. It's when they can't plan as accordingly as they can. You can plan for the Texans. That's not too hard. They're gonna give the ball to Deshaun, and that's kind of it. You can plan for a lot of these teams. I think you can plan for Kansas City better. You know their defense is terrible. You know that all their only hope is designing plays with Patrick Mahomes. It's really hard to plan for this Baltimore Ravens team. Yes, they played them, but just because they played them doesn't mean that they have the blueprint to beat them. I think they can beat you in a multiple faceted ways. I think they're great defensively and they're creative offensively, and they could beat you in the run and the pass. So I think this might be the kind of situation where a Belichick-led team could fall because it's hard to kind of game plan for the Baltimore Ravens.